morning, everyone. Happy New Year. Welcome to What's Up Wednesday. My name is Erin, for those of you who are new. For those of you who've been with us for quite some time, welcome back. Thank you so much for attending. So we've got some great new things we have in the works, some new things that happened the beginning of December last year. So we have a lot of cool things that I'm really excited to share with you. One of the biggest things is we've actually partnered up with IDX Broker. So they actually have done their press release. They have bought Agent Marketing, which is a good thing. So they're going to keep everything the exact same. Nothing's going to change. It's more of just a partnership that we're going through to be able to provide you better IDX systems and better partnerships with the MLSs to be able to get quicker data, get those IDX feeds, just going a lot better. So we're really excited for this. This is going to be really awesome for not only the auto pull for the properties, but for the IDX searches as well. So this is going to be huge for our agent marketing platform. It's going to provide a lot more IDXs. So for those of you who have been having some issues with us trying to get the IDXs for you and be able to partner up with the MLSs, IDX Broker actually provides a lot of the MLSs already. So we're just trying to integrate it within our platform and get that ready and rock and roll for you guys. So we're really excited for this. It's going to be a really good opportunity for those of you who are using the IDX platform on your personal websites. It's going to provide a lot more data for you, a lot better information. And then Emily, one of our graphics people, she's actually working on some new designs for the personal websites itself. So with that, that's also going to provide a lot more information for you as well on your personal websites. You'll be able to have your IDX on your personal websites, have some new templates, and you'll actually be able to go through and customize your own websites a little bit more in depth too, which is cool. So you won't have to rely on our graphics team as much. You'll be able to have the flexibility to go through and create it. So we're really excited. I've been really just dying to tell you guys this. I know last week I had mentioned that we partnered up with them. So, or 2 weeks ago when we talked about it before the holiday break. But, this is going to be a really good opportunity for everyone involved. Like I said, it's going to be providing a lot more data for you guys on your websites and a lot more more simplicity for the auto pull and getting the properties pulled into the system and just the speed of things too. So it's going to be really good. We're really excited. I hope you guys are excited too. Like I said, it's going to be a lot of good information going on your websites and getting you involved with that. So with that being said, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything like that, you're always welcome to reach out to me. You can reach out to me, Erin, E-R-I-N, @agentmarketing.com. There's going to be no additional cost or anything like that for the IDX Broker. No, we're not changing anything. Agent Marketing is staying exactly the same. So nothing's going to change on that. We're just enhancing our data for the IDX. So it's more of a partnership. Nothing's going to change, though, for moving forward, anything like that. So just keep that in mind, too. The whole reason why we're doing this is to enhance our data feeds for the IDX, to provide more MLSs mainly, and to be able to help you guys in the long run to be successful with your business. So that's the main object, the main thing, the main goal for us and all of that too. So we have that. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Again, you can email me, Erin, @agentmarketing.com with any questions, anything you have for me, and I can go through and I can answer those questions for you. If you do have costs right now for the IDX, that's going to remain the same. Again, we're still trying to work out everything. We should have all of that, the ball rolling and everything within the next month or so. There's a lot of programming that goes involved, a lot of integration with our platform and the IDX platform and all of that. So bear with us. It's going to take some time, but we're really excited. It's a great opportunity for all of us to have and to utilize together. So it's really good. Like I said, Emily is working on the personal website section too of our system, so we'll have that. And then moving forward, our goal is to help you be the most successful in 2018. As always, that's our job here, to make sure that you get all the help, all the training, all the tools, and everything that you guys need to be most successful. So keep in mind, if you have any questions at any time, you're always welcome to give us a call on our support hotline number. It is listed here at the top of your agent marketing account. So make sure that you utilize that. Call into support. If you have a question, even if it's just a quick, simple question, give us a call. We also have our live chat option, so you can always chat with us too and ask any questions. So keep that in mind. If you need our help, if you have questions for me, send me an email. Usually I'm hard to get a hold of via the phone because I'm always doing trainings. So if you need anything, just give me send me a quick email or call into our support hotline, hotline, and we can help with anything. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started on our topic today. So what we're going to do is focus on CRM, and I'm going to break it down into two parts because there are a lot of pieces that go with the CRM and a lot of different tools and tricks and kind of things that you can do. So we're going to start with CRM part 1 today, and the next week we'll focus on CRM part 2, and I'll show you setting up the email drip campaigns, the monthly newsletters, setting up an IDX search, and doing all of that stuff for each one of your clients. So today's just kind of the basic how-tos, and then next week we'll get more in depth and kind of have a more advanced training on the email drips and monthly newsletters and so on. So for everyone who has an agent marketing account within agent marketing, you will see you have your dashboard tab, you have your property tab, personal tab, leads, and then resources. So your CRM is going to be located under your leads tab. You'll see over here to the left-hand side, it says leads. And then when you click on clients, this is going to take you into your CRM. So when you have somebody text about a property or fills out a lead capture page or does anything that generates a lead, they'll automatically add into your CRM. So you'll see here when you hover over, it will tell you how they got into your CRM. So it looks like these people were texting my custom text code campaign. I want to find someone here. Let's see. I know I did that one a couple weeks ago, so I want to make sure I can find one so I can show you what it looks like if they filled out or texted about a property. All right, it looks like these are all my custom text code campaigns. So what I'll do is when you have a new client added into the system, whether they text about a property or does your lead generation page or fills out a squeeze page, they'll automatically come into your CRM if they are not in your CRM already. So that's cool. You get the leads automatically coming into your CRM. You also have an option if you have a database already within your platform or outside of our platform, you also have an option to click on this import button here in the top right-hand corner. So what you would need to do, we've given you some important tips here. Make sure you have your contacts saved on a CSV file. That's going to be most important. So you have to make sure that your clients are saved on a CSV file. Once you have the CSV file, you can hit this little upload file button, and then you can go through and follow the steps 2 and 3 once you have that uploaded. This will import all of your clients that you have on that CSV file into agent marketing, so then you can put them on the monthly newsletters, the email drip campaigns, all the different options that you have. The last option of a way you can add them in is manually entering in your clients. So if you have just 1 or 2 clients you want to manually add in, you can click here on this Add New button. Maybe you ran into somebody at the grocery store, so you wanted to share with them this little program here, or you want to put them on the email drip campaigns, anything like that. So what you would do to add in your client, I'm going to show you manually how to enter it in, and then we'll go into some more in-depth parts of the CRM. So what you would do is if you want to go through and enter in your client, so we're going to do Sally Lane. She's going to be my test here. So we'll say Sally Lane at gmail.com. She's our test, or we'll say sample.com so it doesn't actually send it to anybody. And then Sally Lane, she's our client here that I want to add into the system. So I'm going to enter in all of her information here, all the info that I have that's most accurate for her. And then she's going to be a client. So I'm currently working with her. I want to make sure she's been added into the system. Priority, she's going to be ready to buy, we'll say maybe midsummer. So she's a medium priority. She's not ready to go right this second, but she's going to be ready soon. And then the motivation, we'll say that maybe she is just relocating. She wants something a little bit different. And then I can add in her current address if I want to. So I'll just put in a sample. So once I have all this information filled out, then I can choose to group her together. So if I have my groups all set up, and once we're done filling this out, I'll show you how to set up the groups and all these different motivations and such. But what I can do is I can go ahead and I can group her together. So maybe she came from my farming, and that's how I found Sally. So I can go ahead and select farming, and then That's how she'll be prioritized there. So we have that. She'll be under my farming. And then I can choose to turn the monthly newsletters on or off if I want to. So I'm going to go ahead and keep those off for right now. So once I have this person selected, I can go ahead and hit the save button. And then what it's going to do is it's going to save this client in here. So now what I can do is I can make notes for this person. So if I want to show you what the notes look like. So we can make notes for this person, and then it's going to keep track of these notes anywhere that you have in these past notes. You can also set up the IDX letters. So if you wanted to add an email drip campaign to this person, say you wanted to search the MLS, you can hit generate letters, and then it's going to start sending out the letters as of today. So you can go through and add in these email drip campaigns. You can choose to do this for each client. You can even set them on an IDX search, which I'll go more in depth on how to do that next week because there's a lot of details that go involved with that. But you can do the IDX search as well for this too, which is pretty cool. The other options that you have is you can add them onto your task calendar, your task manager. With this, so say that you want to follow up with Sally, you want to reach out to her maybe we'll say on Friday. You want to meet up with her for coffee and just kind of figure out what her game plan is. So we'll say coffee at 10 a.m. What I can do is I can say visit them, and I can do a little red option. I want this because this is going to be a hot priority. This is something I have to go do. So I can say meet for coffee. And then what you can do is you can do an email and text reminder as well for this. So if you want to remind yourself maybe we'll say 12 hours before and then send a text 15 minutes because that's when I know I have to leave, then I can do that. And now this is saved to my task calendar. So when I go to my dashboard here at the very beginning, you'll see that you have your task calendar here, and it's going to populate with all of your different tasks. So you can choose to do the list, or you can have the calendar here. So that's going to be something that you'll be able to utilize if you want to, using the task calendar. And then when you click on this specific person, so say that you're like, oh yeah, I got a reminder, I have Sally that I need to go visit. I can click on her name and then it will take me into her specific client record. So that way I can make notes, I can cancel the meeting if it got rescheduled or anything like that. So this is a cool thing. It is a way for you to stay in front of your clients as well via the task plans or the task manager and having that calendar on your homepage, which is pretty cool. So, and then the other thing that you have is you have your task plans that you can assign. So if you use the listing task, you know that they're going to be a buyer or a listing, you're going to get their listing. You can choose to do either one, or you can even do the client follow-up plan. If you choose to do the buyer's task plan, this is just going to allow you to set up all your different tasks for what the steps are of when you are working with a buyer. So getting the listing agreement all set up and all of that for like your listings. So you can use these task plans. Again, next week, I'll show you how to get those all set up. That's going to kind of go with the email drip campaigns and all of that too. And then you'll also have access to your calendar here. So you can see that you have Sally that you need to meet next week or on Friday. So this is going to be your CRM, and then what you can do too. So if you are working with a loan officer, if you're working with a broker, or even loan officers, this is good for you too. You can actually choose to share with your sponsor. So if I'm an agent and I want Sally Lane, she's ready to buy, and I want this person to get pre-qualified, what I can do is I can click share with sponsor. And then what it's going to do is it's going to send this to my sponsor. So then at that point, I can call my loan officer and say, hey, Larry loan officer, I need you to pre-qualify this person. I just sent you over their information. So now the loan officer can go through and they can choose to pre-qualify this person too, which is really awesome. It's a way for you to be able to stay in touch with your lender, or even if you want to share with your broker, anything like that too, which is cool. So the other thing I wanted to show you is you have your lists here. When you click on lists, this is where you'll go through and you can change your status list, your priority, your motivation, your tasks, and your groups. So your status, this was going to be if it's a client, a prospect, or if the deal's closed already. So you can go through, if you want to add in a new status, you click on add new, and then it's going to give you an option to do a custom status. If you want to delete it, you just click on this little delete option. For your priority list, if you want to change the names of these or change it to be something different, you can go through and change that as well. Or maybe you don't want to do the none and just have these as your priorities. So you have that. The other option that you have is the motivation. So sometimes you may have different motivations than what the average has. So you can go through and you can add in your own motivation. So if you specialize, like I know there's one agent that is in our system and he specializes in divorces. So he goes through and he'll go and in his CRM, he'll have that it was a divorce as the status, or maybe they're moving. So, I mean, family status change could be one of those, but if, you know, for him, he has specifically divorce on here because that's something he specializes in his day-to-day business. So he has that as his motivation. So he knows, okay, this is a divorce client. This is going to be under that specific description. So that's a cool thing. You have a lot of flexibility with being able to change your different motivations, your tasks. With these, for me personally, I went through and changed all of these because none of these really apply to me via agent marketing. But for my follow-up, I have one for training or follow-up call, send email, stuff like that. So you can go through and customize and change these as well. And then for your group list, maybe you specialize in some other different types of marketing. So you can go through and you can put all those different options here for you as well. So this is going to be when you're in your CRM, if you go to your leads tab over to the left-hand side and click on clients, you'll see that if you click on lists, this will take you to where you can customize all those different lists and all the different options for your actual clients. So you'll see when you go to edit them, you have your status, priority, motivation, groups. Those are all what you change through the list section. So hopefully that makes sense. But this is what you'll go through and change if you want to customize these via your CRM. So that's kind of part one, just the basics. What I would recommend doing is I would go through and I would kind of customize your CRM, go through, add in your clients and get them into your database. So that way, moving forward, you can get started. One of the things I wanted to make sure I showed you too, under your picture icon here over in the left-hand side, when you click on edit, make sure you go to notifications and you set up your notifications. So when you do have those leads come in, you can choose to have them add to the CRM within agent marketing if you want to, or you can even send to top producer, Salesforce, or RealVolve if you want to. So if you're not getting those leads added into your CRM, make sure it says add to my CRM, and then it will add to the CRM within agent marketing. You can also choose to get an email sent to you and a text message, or you can do one or the other. It's up to you. Make sure your email address is in here and it's spelled correctly. Make sure you have your mobile number in here. If you have an office number, fax number, anything like that, you're not going to get those text leads because we go based off of the phone number here. So make sure that this is your mobile, your cell phone, not your office. So really important to make sure you have that. And then one last thing with this too, if you have an assistant working with you, a partner working with you, a teammate, anything like that, you can choose to have it notify another email. So this is good if you have somebody following up on leads for you, or if you have a team who does, one person specifically does the lead follow-up, you can have it email them. So where it says notify another email, you can put in their email here as well. So that's all I have for CRM part one. Like I said, next week we're going to go over part two. I'm going to show you how to set up the email drip campaigns, monthly newsletters, and those task plans. And then I'll show you how to get those going. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up for questions here. Let's see here. So there was a question asking, is the task and calendar showing the same thing? Yes, so the task and calendar are the same exact thing. So the task here and the calendar, they're going to show the exact same thing. It's just going to be if you want it in a list format or if you want it in a calendar, and that's going to be the same within the CRM as well. Sorry, just reading through some of the questions here. What's the difference between a listing campaign and a client campaign? Well, that would be something that you would come up with the listing campaigns. I mean, that's going to be, I think you're probably referring to the task plans. With the task plans, it's just giving you all the different things that you'll do specifically, all the different milestones and things that happen when you have your listings coming. So you want to visit the neighborhood, you want to do your research, build the property website, you'll have the listing presentation. So the task plans are going to be more of showing you all the different milestones and things that need to be done, making sure you don't forget anything. So that's more of the task plans, whereas the client campaigns are going to be emails that you're using to stay in front of those clients. So hopefully that answered your question there. Will you guys be working on a mobile app for the CRM? We hope that that's something that's going to be happening in the near future. We're still kind of deciding ways to get that started, but that is something that we've talked about and we will try and do in the near future. A lot of you guys are asking to sync with Google Calendar. Our programmers are working on getting that to sync to your Google Calendar, to the iOS calendars through iPhone and all of that. So that's something we are working on. As soon as they have that done, you guys will be the first to know. Can I sync my clients list from MailChimp? You do have to have them added into agent marketing in order to sync them. We don't have a way of sending, if you have clients in your agent marketing database, we have no way to sync with MailChimp right now. You would have to set up our email drip campaigns through our system. If you go to the letters, so this is going to be something we're going to cover next week, but to get to the email drip campaigns and monthly newsletters, you'll go to your leads tab and click on email drip. So you can go through and get that set up now if you want to, but we're going to cover that in part 2 next week. Let me see. Can I see what my clients are looking for, such as homes they browsed or saved? Yes, if they've gone through the IDX search and created an account, you're able to see what they have. That's something as a part of the IDX search. That will be something you can set up on your IDX platform. Sorry, just reading through these. Let's see. The question will be will the agent marketing IDX search engines be a makeover update? Yes, there are going to be coming some updates with that. Like I said, Emily's working on that right now, so we'll have that. For the most part, the IDX look itself is going to stay exactly the same, but that's going to be something that we're working on with the new IDX broker info. Sorry, guys, there's a ton of questions coming in. Where to go to the lead notification. So you go to your picture icon here in the top left-hand corner and click on edit. And then you'll see at the top here, it says notifications. When you click on notifications, that's where you'll go to set up your lead notifications. If you need previous What's Up Wednesdays, they're on your dashboard tab under the What's Up Wednesday tile. And you'll see it says missed it. When you click on missed it, it takes you to our YouTube channel. Make sure that you do subscribe to the YouTube channel so you get updated when a new video has been updated. To view the newsletters that get sent, that's also going to be under the leads tab, under email drip and letters. That's something we'll go over next week as well. Sorry, just going through some of these questions here. How can I search for a client from my list? To get to your clients, and if you want to search for somebody, you can type in their name, email, anything like that. So here where it says first name, if you know that your the person that you have is Sue, you can type in Sue, and then what it will do is it will pull up with anybody that's Sue in here. Sorry guys, just trying to make sure I get all of the questions. I don't think that there's a way right now to sync Zillow incoming leads directly into agent marketing CRM. Unfortunately, I don't think that that's something that's possible at this time, but I'll definitely ask the programmers and see, and then I can let you guys know. So with the email drip campaigns, again, this is something we're going to cover next week. I'm going to show you how to set up the email drip campaigns. In the meantime, you can go to email drip under the leads tab, and you can go through and check out all the different email drip campaigns. When you assign it to a client, it will give you the dates that you can choose of when it sends out. So we'll automatically set them for you, but you can go through and change if you want the dates to be something different. So let me see. One last question here. If you do send out a letter as a sponsor, it does not notify the agent. It's something that's within your CRM only. All right, guys, so that's it for questions. Thank you guys so much again. If you have more questions about the CRM, hang tight for next week. We're going to be going over again the email drip campaigns. I'm going to show you how to set up your task plans as well as the monthly newsletters. In the meantime, if you want to get started and kind of explore through the email drip campaigns, feel free to go to your leads tab and click on email drip. So next week is part 2. We'll be going over email drip, monthly newsletters, and the task plan. So if you have any questions, keep them. We will definitely go through and go through more of them next week. So thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you all so much. Have a great rest of your week. Happy New Year. Thanks again for spending your Wednesday with me, and we'll see you all next week for CRM Part 2. Thanks, everyone.